Hi, folks. I'm going to just offer a few words today about leadership. I'm working with Toastmasters, and I'm working on a few clubs, a few individuals about coaching and helping them to develop better for their clubs. And I was thinking today, and coinciding with coaching and leadership, but then I was thinking about leadership, and part of that leadership is having what I call the basics, the authority to lead. And what I mean by the authority to lead is that you want to make a difference in either your organization or the people that are under you, and have them be confident and be able to do what they need to do as leaders. And I find out that I'm in that situation with Toastmasters, but I'm also finding that situation where I like to take on more responsibility as a leader because I feel I have the authority to make people's lives better. And I'm not saying that I'm trying to boss people, because I don't really think that term boss is really cliche for the 21st and 22nd century. I think more or less is what you try to do as a leader: inspire others to change, empower them themselves. I'm a big believer that people, if they're doing a good job, they'll learn that job. In other words, your job as a leader is not to be a macro manager. And what I mean by macro manager is that you're macroing everybody and checking everybody. I believe in micromanagers. What you want to do is basically, as an authority figure, you want to go from point A to point B. For instance, if you want your sales to increase by 10%, let the people do what they need to do in their aspects of it. But think of ways, initiatives to increase those sales. And then that's what I see myself as, not as a person that's a macro leader, or like looking at everybody like her. And I think that tendency as a macro leader, you don't have that you have that authority as a leader, but you don't gain that respect as a leader. This is not like the 1900s or we're into the 2000s here, where with the age of technology, the age of the phone, the age of the Wi-Fi. And in essence, you build a team that they have a part of that aspect. And they basically, what I see is, you bring, as a leader, you have the right pieces in place, like a jigsaw puzzle. Or even like if you're building a bridge, you have to have the foundation, and then you have the scaffolding on top of it, and then all the pieces that are going to make that bridge sturdy, so that it can have the traffic that needs to be on it. And I'm a big believer in that if you got the right pieces in place, you work with those pieces in place. And I really see this and I'm a big component of how my leadership has changed in the last year because of Toastmasters. But it's also because I finished my PhD, and I'm looking at ways to be a better leader. And finally, I want to say one thing about this is, I heard somebody last night and today's say that that they didn't perceive their education, that they weren't happy where their education was. Well, then the thing is, you've got to make that change. And in essence, I think for myself, I'm a very go-getter, and then I make the maximus, what I call the maximus mentality, or make the maximum of each day. For instance, I was able to work on a project that I needed for SOARs, got that pretty well finished. I worked on doing what I need to do, is trying to find a literary agent for my books, which was asked by the school to do and by my committee. And finally, I worked on my own life. In other words, had that downtime. I spent some time early in the afternoon, which I like to do, is just sit in the sun, reflect, and just listen to a book on audibles and just listen to the book and find out, where things are in life. So in essence, folks, when I think of leaders, and that was where the thinking came today, is that you're in that authoritative role and that you express your goals in that role. So anyway, that's food for thoughts. Please like and subscribe. Have any comments, please email me at bthomasmillerpsych, P-S-Y-C-H, @gmail.com. And hope to do a video very soon for you folks. Have a great week. Take on the week and talk to you real soon. Bye.